はオスの肉牛の種を使うと。
This is a picture of the last 40 years in this country. Semen cells, you see dairy conventional is going down. I will stop here in 0. Conventional semen will disappear, and we have sex semen is still increasing, and beef semen, beef on dairy, sorry, is increasing dramatically.
でこれは2021年から2024年のデータなんですけど、何を見てるかというと、国内で使われている精液ですね。白は通常精液で、ブルーが薄いブルーがですね、選別精液で、右のブルー濃いブルーが肉牛ですね。
I don't think this figure will change soon. Dairy conventional will keep going down. We will have more sex semen and more beef, because the idea here is to combine genomic testing with sex semen and beef semen. These three, they make a team.
この3つで今この形は変わってきませんと、これから先もっとゲノム検査もされるし、そうなると通常精液のはもうほとんどゼロになると言ってるんですけど。
You use genomic testing to find the best and the worst, and then you use sex semen in the best, beef semen in the worst.
ゲノム検査でベストは選別精液を使って、悪いのは肉牛の精液を使うと。
This is a study that we did with Paul, that will be talking to you guys in the afternoon, and Megan, one of his students, that we published 2 years ago, where we kind of investigate what we call semen allocation in this country in the last 2019, 2020, 2021.
でこれは先生と午後のフリッケ先生のグループでやったものなんですけど、この国で使われている精液がどうなってるかの19年、20年、21年で見てる。
So you have the data there. You can check it later, right? This is only using Holstein females. Almost 5 million cows in this country. More than 8 million inseminations. Okay, Holstein females. We classify the Holstein from heifers, primiparous, second lactation, or later. Okay? And then within a year, we classify in the first service, the second service, or the third service. Does it make sense?
でこれはですね、このやった中では約500万頭のホルスタインの乳牛で、女性は830万回あるわけですね。でこちらは牛を未計算、初産、二産、三産以上で分けて、でそれぞれまた初回、2回目、3回目の受精というふうに見てください。
So we basically evaluate semen allocation during 3 consecutive years, depending on parity and depending on service number.
でどのように精液が使われているかというのをそれぞれの分類された牛の中とそれぞれの受精回数によってどういうふうに使われているかというふうに。
So first thing, you see a tremendous increase in sex semen in nulliparous. Look at this, and look at this. A tremendous increase in sex semen in nulliparous in these 3 years, mostly in first service and also in second service. Compare this with this, for example.
未計算で選別精液がたくさん使われるようになってますと。で初回、2回目も使ってますと。
And you also see an increase in sex semen in first lactation cows, primiparous, mostly in the first service.
で初産牛では選別精液というのは特に1回目で使われてますと。
At the same time, you see a tremendous increase in the use of beef on dairy in multiparous cows. Look at this with this, look at this, and look at this. Tremendous increase, but also you start to see the use of beef on heifers in third service or more.
今度この赤い色は肉牛の正規なんですけど、これ19年から21年に向けて使用率がものすごく増えてるわけですね。特に計算牛で一番下の未計算でも使われてるわけですね、3回目なんか。
So sex semen is increasing tremendously in primiparous, in nulliparous, in heifers, mostly first and second service, and some sex semen in primiparous cows, mostly in the first service.
選別性牛のは未計算で非常にたくさん増えてますと。で1回目2回目も選別性牛を使っていると。初産では特に1回目。
And then you see a lot of beef on multiparous cows. You see beef also in primiparous, and you start to see a lot of beef when you inseminate 3 or more times the same heifer.
で肉牛正規というのは計算牛では非常に増えているのと、未計算でも3回目か4回目になると肉牛の正規が使われます。
And because sex is increasing and beef is increasing, of course, conventional is shrinking, right?
で選別正規と肉牛正規が増えていけば通常正規のはなくなっていきます。
Then check this paper. You have access. It's free.
このデイリーサイエンスの
This is the same by for jerseys. Of course, we have less jerseys. More than 250,000 Jersey cows, almost 500,000 inseminations. Exactly the same picture.
でこちらはジャージのデータです。ジャージですから頭数も少ない26万、27万頭ぐらいしかないんですけど、第43万5千の女性と同じように見ています。
Tremendous increase in sex semen in heifers and primiparous cows.
で選別性器は未計算と初産で増えている。
A tremendous increase in beef. Look at this, only 3 years, from here to here, to here, to here, to here, to here. And look at the amount of beef that we see in heifers, Jersey in third service.
で肉牛はもうわずか3年間ですけど、この中で大きく増えてますと。で未計算についても肉牛の正規が3回目。
In very aggressive farms, in very progressive farms, they are using a lot of beef in the third insemination and later in heifers.
で非常に進歩的な牧場ではこういう正判別正規をいっぱい使うのと、未計算でも3回目とかいうのや肉牛を使っています。
And again, sex semen like this, beef like this, then conventionally shrinking. You see in Jersey, the amount of conventional semen in Jersey is very shrinking.
でホルスタイン同様にジャージーでも選別正規と肉牛正規が使われているので、通常正規は減ってますと。
Does it make sense? Good. Now, it's not common to see in commercial farms the use of donors and IVF, right?
普通の牧場ではそんなにたくさん使ってないかもしれないですけど、ドーナーとか
But there are some progressive, aggressive farms that are starting to use IVF in the farm.
もうこちらでも進歩的な牧場ではドーナーとかあとは IVF というのをやっていますと。
So the key of IVF is to really find the best animals as donors, right?
IVF のためには非常に優秀なドナーをがいないといけないわけです。
And the best way to identify the best animals is using genomics.
でそのベストなドナーを同定するためにはゲノムを使わないといけない。
The best animals as donors are not producing milk. They are very young heifers.
でそのベストなドナーというのは避妊はしてないと。それは若い牛ですと。
If tomorrow one of your clients want to find the best animals as donors, the donors will not be in the parlor, for sure. The donors will be as heifers in the weaning pen.
で皆さんの牧場でもそのベストなドナーを見つけた場合にはそれは絶対にパーラーにはいないですと 一番若い牛が一番ベストの牛なんですと。
Make embryos and IVF is a very expensive program. So make sure you use genomics to identify the best donors.
で IVF というのは非常に高い技術なんで、ベストなドナーを使いなさいと。
This is some data that I create from Spain.
これはスペインのデータを先生が作ったものですね。
So I went to Spain last year and they asked me to analyze their own data to show it.
で去年スペインに呼ばれて分析を頼まれて。
So if you invite me to go to Japan, I will analyze your data and then I will show you your data.
自分を日本に呼んでくれれば日本の解析して見せますと。
Something very good in Spain is you as a farmer, you are compared versus the entire country and your region. That's why I have 3 colors here.
でこれは何やってるかと、自分の地域と国と、もう一つなんか国と
The national level, the region, or the province and the farm.
で自分の牧場と3つあるわけですね。
So that's very good because the farmer is compared with the national level, but also how compared with the region. Okay. So I analyzed this data. This was a farm, a very progressive farm that was genotyping all the animals, and they were using the very best for IVF.
でこの牧場は非常に進歩的な牧場で全てゲノム検査してて IVF もやると。
And then what I did is I just evaluate the genetic gain, right? From 2016 to 2023. Basically, how fast that farm is going in terms of genetic progress.
でこれ20